So you can see that the engine is pretty well torn apart. We've got one head off, and the headers are hanging up over there. They're out of the way, and so is the alternator. And so is the power steering pump, and we're trying to get this head off, but if you can see, without cussing, that bolt right there, we've been working on it for days.
It's a tough nut to crack, but it's a bolt, so
it's
it makes it even worse.
It just doesn't. So we've had to, we actually had to loosen the motor mounts and lift up the engine to clear these headers. Yeah,
drop the headers down, and we're also
taking out the master cylinder.
Oh yeah, we got all new brakes anyway, so we'll come and pump.
We got a new master cylinder with power booster.
Well, it's all fuzzy. What did I do? Okay, trying to get it to focus. Oh, if I hit this, maybe it'll focus. Anyway, go on.
So, basically,
I don't understand this thing.
What is yours?
I mean, I just don't understand. I did something. Oh, wait a minute. I got clarity again. There, I got clarity again. All right. I'm 3, 2. Oh, it's still running. Dang.
Okay.
You have to cut that part out. Okay.
So, so since we got a new master cylinder coming and a new brake lines, stainless steel, and new power booster for this.
Yeah, the whole assembly.
We've been waiting on certain brake parts because we got 10-inch drums down. And let's see, I got a washer here.
You got a washer? Wash who?
And
no.
So sometimes these things are pretty tough. So we have a breaker bar here. It's a homemade job. And you just have to use there.
Don't you know that she's just my style? Everything about her drives. Don't you know that she... Yeah, we got Jerry Lewis, Gary Lewis in the background singing.
What?
That's pretty good.
Can you imagine about Jerry Lewis in a car repair?
Oh yeah.
So here's the other one, and
somehow I can imagine it. You got 2 more on this side.
Okay. I didn't realize that. Let me get my high chair because...
Get your high chair, yeah.
I'm short-legged.
I got my stroller. Yeah. Don't you know that she's just my style? Everything about her drive. Don't you know that she's...
And basically, we're taking this off now just so that we have a
Don't you know that she's...